Well, I'm on the phone with Maine Maritime women's basketball coach Craig Dagan. And, Coach, congratulations. A huge quarterfinal victory last night down in Maine Maritime.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. No, the kids played great, and we got off to a bit of a slow start. And they kind of caught us off guard a little bit, coming out and playing a good portion of the first quarter, or first half, actually, in zone. So we got off to a little bit of a slow start, but as our kids have done all year long, they just stayed the course. They figured it out and knocked down a few shots. And once we saw the ball go through the hoop a little bit, everybody relaxed. And we did a good job. We got ourselves a first half lead, and then the key to the game is we outscored them, I think, by 10 or something like that to start the third quarter, and got ourselves a double-digit lead. And they made one more big run, but we were able to hold on and secure the win. But it was a great win. Obviously, anytime this time of year you survive in advance, and it's a really big win in the sense that we have a lot of young kids, and they felt the difference between a regular season game and a playoff game, and for them to get through that and get on the other side of that, I think they're going to be much more relaxed going into the games this weekend, because they were pretty nervous going into the games last night. So overall, really, really good job. My staff did a great job. They made some great adjustments at halftime to get us where we needed to be against their zone. And good night for the Lady Mariners.
All right, so you play Castleton then on Friday at 1 at Huston. Is that correct?
Correct, yep.
All right, and because I'm too lazy here, tell us how the games went against Castleton this season.
Yeah, they beat us 2 games this year. They beat us at home by 12. We led for 34 minutes, and last 3.5 minutes really killed us. And they ended up beating us in that game. And then when we went to their place, we played a great first half, and it was I think a 4 or 5 point game at halftime. And then the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, they absolutely smacked us in the mouth, and we didn't recover very well, and ended up being I think an 8 or 10 point game. So both games have been close. And the difference in both games is they had 5-minute stretches at some point in the second half that really hurt us. And they're a good team. There's a bunch of kids that have played in 2 NCAA tournaments and won 2 conference championships, so they know how to win. And but I think it's also a team that, hey, listen, I think if we continue to play the way that we're playing, we can beat anybody that's left. We're scoring the ball. We're 12-2 in our last 14 games. We're averaging, I think, 74 points a game in that stretch. We're shooting almost 44% from the field. We're doing a lot of really, really good things right now, and I think we're an extremely diverse offensive team, and we just got to make sure that we do a good job defensively. In the last game, we've given them way too much space to their shooters and too soft with their post players, and this can't be a game where it ends up being a shootout. We got to get stops at critical times, and we got to avoid the long runs that they can go on sometimes. But we're excited, and the good thing is we get them on a neutral floor, and that's always a good thing too. And so we'll prepare today and tomorrow, watching film today, and we'll practice tomorrow, and get on that bus at 9 o'clock on Friday morning and see what we can do. The kids are excited. We're 2 wins away from going to the national tournament, and that's all you can ask for is give yourselves a chance, and we've done that.
Well, and the other thing too is, you've got a 45-minute bus ride. They've got a 6-hour bus ride.
Yeah, no doubt. It's certainly. I'm sure they're coming in tomorrow night, so it's not like they're traveling the day of. They'll be driving in tomorrow night, so they'll be rested and comfortable, and this is obviously it's the shortest bus ride of the year for us, so we'll certainly be comfortable too. I don't think that will be a factor for either team, and the team that executes the best and the team that makes the critical plays at important times, well, this time of year is going to be the team that wins. And we were fortunate enough to do that last night, and getting a lot of contributions for a lot of different people. And that's the really good thing about what's going on with us right now. We've got kids that weren't playing a lot of minutes at the beginning of the year. We were playing a lot of young kids, and it's kind of reversed a little bit. We've got a senior shooting guard that's just shooting the heck out of the ball right now, Mackenzie Vosberg. She ended up with 20 points last night. She played limited minutes at the beginning of the year, and then our 6'3" center, Bekah Campbell, who didn't think she was averaging like 7 minutes a game going into this last 4 or 5 game stretch, and we kind of changed our philosophy as far as how we were doing things, and she's had 3 monster games in a row and she's playing the best basketball of her career at the right time. So we're a different team than we were even 2 weeks ago, which is good. We continue to evolve, and I really think we found something right now that's working well for us that just gives us a lot more diversity offensively and takes a lot of pressure off of Alayne Felix from an offensive standpoint, whereas at the beginning of the year, if she didn't score, we were in trouble. And now we've got other people scoring, which takes – now she's getting one-on-one situations, which makes it a lot easier for her, too.
Let's talk about her for a second. I know we've focused a lot, but she was selected to the first team, NAC team, and then Rookie of the Year as well.
Yeah, I mean, listen, she's had a phenomenal year, and any accolades that she gets moving forward as far as postseason awards are much deserved. I mean, she was the leading scorer in the conference. I think she's around like 470 points that she scored already in her freshman year.
I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, and listen, and not even that, just her consistency. I mean, she's her first. I think we're 18-8, so she's played 26 college games, and she scored in double figures in her first 26 college games.
Wow, that's
pretty impressive.
Yeah,
and especially with some of the defensive teams that we face in our conference and on conference schedule, she's done a great job, and now she's learning to play off of other people. And to be honest with you, Chris, other people are starting to learn to play off of her too, which is making us more diverse. But she's had a great year. I mean, well-deserved being Rookie of the Year. She had 22 weekly honors throughout the course of the year with regional and recognition as well as in-state recognition. And I thought that there's other kids that, potentially she was first-team all-conference. I thought Christy Willie was deserving of, at least second-team all-conference.
Yeah.
But, that's coaches' votes, and, the kids that made the teams were, well-deserved as well. So, and I think even from a rookie standpoint, Megan McLean has just had a phenomenal last 2 weeks of her season. Last night, I mean, she's just been super consistent, and even last night, she didn't score a lot. She wasn't very efficient offensively, only went 2 for 8 from the floor, but she had 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. So, like I said, our freshmen have done a great job, and although some of them have kind of hit a wall a little bit, and the good thing is, as they've tapered off just a little bit with some of those kids, our upperclassmen have picked up the slack and really done a great job.
Well, there's a big change. I mean, and I think we've talked about this earlier on the year. You kind of hit that a wall because as a high schooler, you may be used to playing 16, 18 games and not necessarily going as long in practices and with that kind of ferocity that you do in college. And here you've already played 26 games and you've been going since mid-October. No doubt. And the intensity of the games, it's kind of funny you say that. We had 2 recruits on campus last night. Not that I can name their names, but after the game, just talking to them and I, going up to them, hey, so what'd you guys think? And they're just kind of awestruck with the intensity of the game and comparatively speaking, what they're used to in high school and even tournament games in high school. I mean, they were pretty impressed with just how intense and how physical it was. And you're right. I mean, we've got a couple freshmen right now that are playing with some heavy legs and but not complaining. They're grinding through it. They're working hard and once again, last night we had 5 freshmen play. A couple of them played over 30 minutes. A couple of them played 8 to 10 minutes, and still giving us really significant minutes at really critical times. And may not get the accolades that Alayne gets, or even Megan in some regards, but certainly, Amanda Hollowick hit 2 huge free throws, as did Michaela Charters last night. For the first time this year, we asked Michaela to go out. She's a bigger guard, but we asked her to go out and guard post players, which we hadn't done all year. And she went in and did a phenomenal job. So everybody's doing their role. Everybody's accepting their role. And more importantly, they're just trusting us in the situations that we're putting them in, and they're doing a really good job. Talk for a second about Bekah Campbell getting the Sportsmanship Award.
Listen, she's just...
I know she's got a special place in your heart. That's why I wanted you to.
Well, it goes beyond that. I mean, she just does things. She does things the right way. I mean, she's a competitor. She's fiery. She loves to compete, but at the same time, and I think that's
something to do with her being, 23 years old, being a fifth-year senior, or, she's a graduate student right now. But, she understands. I mean, she understands the right way and the wrong way to do things, and there's a time to be intense, and there's a time to, treat people with respect. And I think that her doing that or getting this award is an accumulation of a lot of hard work for sure. She's certainly, as I said before, ending her career on an extremely high note. This is the best 3-game stretch that she's put together since she's been at Maine Maritime. It's kind of what we thought we were getting 5 years ago, to be honest with you. But she's a really, really good kid, and I'm super happy for her. And any accolades that she gets at this point are well-deserved, and I'm just happy that she's getting recognized for that. And it's, I think the cool thing about last night, I actually tweeted out last night, if anybody, it was along the lines that she's probably one of the most well-liked kids that we have at our school. All the guys from the basketball team and the football team came with their chest painted and with her name on it, and
that's awesome.
And fat heads, and she's just larger than life. She's a big, likable kid that she's comfortable in her own skin. She loves people. People love her, and it just shows with everything that she does on a daily basis. And I've always said the one thing that I love most about her, and she hasn't necessarily done the things that maybe she had the potential to do for whatever reason, but she's always been accountable for her actions. She's always been the first person to stand up and say when she's done something wrong. And I have tons and tons of respect and love for her as a person and just her character as a human being. And we're very lucky to have had her here. And listen, I'm looking forward to the weekend and the opportunity for her to get to the NCAA tournament. And that was one of the big reasons she came here, and I'm really thankful that she has the opportunity to fulfill that dream, assuming we play good basketball over the weekend.
All right, we're going to talk to you next Wednesday. I'm looking forward to the video of you whipping and nay-naying after you have won the NAC and are going to the NCAA. So just remember, when you host that trophy, then
you don't got to worry. I'll be center court. We win that, I'll be center court doing that stuff. You don't got to worry about that.
I am so looking forward to that. All right, Coach. Yeah. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thanks, Chris.